was very, very loose and easy to open. So stop judging me. Right, so I think that's an important point, that people's taste buds do change. Like if you look from culture to culture, some people find dairy repulsive and some people find chocolate repulsive. It's just what you've grown up eating, I think. I'm not a scientist yet. So yeah, that's all I have to say about food right now. Do you want the next one? Okay, so the next thing is personal choices. Another big issue right now is where your food's coming from and local and da-da-da and all that stuff. And I think that there's just really simple ways, like we as vegans can make these food choices that are better for everybody. So I'm sure everybody here already knows about these places. I'm just going to go through them a little bit. CSAs, community-supported agriculture. There's so much, like this part of the talk is kind of pointless in Portland because I feel like people are here already there, and like so many, you don't need a CSA because you can go to the farmer's market, like everything's so accessible here. But, you can tell your friends and family about these things, food co-ops, small health food stores, or unhealth food stores like Food Fight. And they're staring at me, like not smiling. I'm in big. All right, so I don't know what I meant when I said support progressive companies. So we're going to skip that. I wrote this last summer. Growing your own food, and joining a community garden. And again, like Portland, everybody's doing that anyway, even if they only have like a little tiny windowsill. They have like this huge piece of corn growing out of it. So I think we're good there. But yeah, the end of the world thing, I really think that growing your own food is a good idea to be prepared for that. And if you want to change the next one? Oh, that is my tomato plant from last year. Isn't it cute? You can go to the next one. Oh, there's Emma Goldman, because she has to make an appearance at every workshop. So the next thing I want to talk about is using your culinary skills, all the culinary skills I just gave you, for revolutionary purposes. And I'm going to go through some of those things. Do you want to? I think the next one has a list. Yeah. Okay. So bake sales. I'm going to talk about bake sales again in a second, but the first thing is having bake sales for not little causes, but for causes like having a vegan bake sale. Creating the bake sale for like political prisoners or sanctuaries or what have you. The second thing is volunteering at soup kitchens. Again, I don't know what the situation is in Portland, but in New York, I could volunteer and make vegan food for soup kitchens, which was pretty awesome. Cooking for nonprofits. Often people need, are having like a benefit, and you can volunteer your culinary skills for them. Food Not Bombs, which I think I've discussed this before. I think in Portland it's mostly a fourth meal for punks, but in other cities, is anybody here in Food Not Bombs?
I've heard of it.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, are you in it? Are you gonna hit me? So Food Not Bombs it started out as a way to use like discarded food and homegrown food to feed the homeless and hungry. And I know that every chapter is an independent chapter, and they're all different. But you can volunteer for them. I really don't know what this Portland situation is. I'm just being funny. Then just having community camaraderie, like having potlucks, brunches before demos, stuff like that, like doing things. I mean, I think my first introduction to the activist world was very food oriented, and it was doing like Food Not Bombs and then cooking like a big gigantic thing for like before a demonstration, because everybody's like hungry. You wake up at 6 a.m. to shut down Wall Street and you need oatmeal, that kind of thing. And bringing people food, I think, is really important. Like if somebody's getting out of jail, to just have some cookies there for them. If somebody's in the hospital, bring them food. Just things like that. Just nice little things that don't really seem like activism. And who knows, maybe they're not. They're just being nice. And then raising real money. So one thing, we started doing this in Portland, of having dinners, benefit dinners. So we do this thing called it's Apron Activists, and the tagline is four courses for causes, which I think is really cute. I thought of that all by myself. And so that's just having these benefit dinners, and then raising, like we raised $2,000 for the kitty shelter, stuff like that. Like a lot of organizations need money, and food is a really, really great way to earn money for them. Like, yeah. Oh, do you have a question?
Can you define real money?
Yeah, like $50 is money, and then like $2,000 is real money. And it's kind of not even real money yet, but like I'm just saying, like I mean everything counts, of course, but like if you're like we need $10,000, like a good way to do that, at least part of it is to do some food-centered thing. I have a whole other page. Do you want to go to the next one? Oh, that's just my friend Kitty. You want to go to the next one? She doesn't like that it's there. Okay, more things that I don't know how much they have to do in Portland, how relevant they are, and we're in Portland, so maybe I should come up with something else. So stores and supermarkets, in New York anyway, it was really important to like go to every store and be like, can you start carrying Soy Delicious? Like, there weren't that many vegan options, and there's a lot of corner stores and stuff like that. So here we mostly shop at vegan-friendly places, whatever. Even the big supermarkets here are vegan-friendly, so this is kind of. But if you're not from there, or if you'd like to help somebody get vegan options, I think the more we have like the word vegan on things and vegan options in places, the more vegans we'll get. So doing things like bringing an empty package to the store, like if you instead of just going to the manager, oh, can you carry this, to have the actual empty package of like, I don't know, I can't think of something, but soy jerky or whatever, like to have it and show them what it is, and so that they have a solid thing, they don't have to go searching on the internet and not find it. And then bringing vegan food to bake sales. So this is a little bit different than hosting a bake sale, but if you have like if you volunteer someplace and they're having a bake sale, just to bring your vegan options there and write the word vegan on it, like in big pretty letters with sparkles, so people like are like into it. Don't write it like vegan, like don't write it with hemp pen. So letter writing campaigns to companies. So that's like a lot of bigger organizations do that. So that's like, can you use 2% less eggs in your products, stuff like that. But maybe be more specific and like ask companies for more solid vegan choices, things like that. School and work cafeterias. So I know nobody in Portland has a job, and this might not be relevant here either. But often when people have jobs, they have cubicles, and there's always that one cubicle everybody gravitates to because she has like the Kleenex and the Windex and a bowl of candy. So yeah, if you get a job one day and just bring like vegan cookies and stuff like that, like just let people know that vegan food's good. And then school, actually, PETA has a really good how to veganize your school cafeteria thing. And that's something people have a lot of success with. Also work cafeterias, which again here is irrelevant. So if you do go to school, just get some ideas from, just look up PETA veganized school cafeteria, and you'll see like lots of good ideas for that. And that's good too, because often the school things are focusing on free range eggs. So I think to have the vegan options there also is pretty cool. Then friends and family. So we all know that how annoying the uncle that passes you the turkey at Thanksgiving is and thinks it's funny every time. But I think we need to get these people on our side. Not to say they're going to go vegan, but to like do some of the things I was talking about before, like being tolerant and patient with them.